Yeah.
Hi, Emma, and thank you so much for joining me today for the series of interview with UK-based entrepreneurs. Emma, first of all, do I pronounce your name correctly?
Correct. Yes. Thank you, Anna. I hope I pronounce your name correctly.
Well, my whole name sounds like Anastasia,
Yeah.
which is nearly impossible to any English native speaking person to pronounce. So I decided to be Anna, which makes my life so much better and easier. Um, so I'm very glad that you joined me today because what I noticed during this interview is that I speak with a lot of men, and it's all cool. I mean, it's really great. There are a lot of amazing entrepreneurs, some of them very young, but I want to speak more with women as well. I mean, I want to balance it, so I want to have
Yeah.
like women and men in my network. So especially when it's come to heavy industries like digital industries, tech industries. In your case, it's cybersecurity
Yeah.
industry, which is even more technology advanced than usual, I would say. So thank you so much, Emma, for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me, Anna.
So first of all, I see your banner behind you, and it
Yeah.
says Quantum Cybersecurity Skills. So what exactly do you do?
Okay. So, Quantum Cybersecurity Skills have been founded in this year, and I'm the founder working with like minded people in my team.
Mhm.
And our main purpose is to help organizations to optimize security services operations. The teams that care about company resilience and defense. So it's not just about buying more technology and thinking it will do the job. It's about finding the right balance between people, processes, technology that all link into meeting the business needs to be more resilient and protected against the cyber threats.
Okay, so basically, I'm, I'm a company, and I feel that I have some cybersecurity lack, like lack of skills, right? So I have all these processes, but um, I potentially vulnerable to attacks or something like that. And I'm looking for help to improve my internal processes and my ability to defend my
Organization.
systems.
Yes, exactly. So if you have a team, be it small team, usually two people, five people, or a fantastic 24/7 big team of 12 or even 20 people who care nothing else about but identifying the alerts, events, identifying the accidents,
Mhm.
incidents, cyber incidents. So yes, we look at the skills gap. We optimize that your red teams, blue teams would not churn sooner. So we help you to control the churn because it's very noisy environment. It's very demanding environment. Um, it's like and people tend to leave the organizations because of lack of training, because they think the skills are not being optimized, because they think they're doing too much repetitive work, and they are looking to expand their horizons, but also looking at removing any bottlenecks or too complex processes which slow down. It's all about speed, 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 accuracy, 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 because it's just matter of minutes, seconds when the hackers could be compromising your network. And as an end result, you could lose very valuable customer data or intellectual property or credit card data, and this is where the lawsuits are coming, fines are coming. So yes, we help to look at the whole think from, as I say, we are helping to increase the efficiency, fine tune every corner, be it skills, be it technology, be it processes. Yeah,
Yeah.
which leads to faster detection times, faster mitigation, faster recovery times, as I say, and limiting the damages, potential damages to the organization.
Yeah. So your company called Quantum. Why
Yes.
Quantum?
Very good. Thank you for observing that. So I am studying PhD, and quantum is a result of this. So my thesis is about bringing quantum optimization into security services operations. Are we there yet 100%? The answer is no, but this is definitely the next phase of growth. So I'm aiming to have a first startup in UK, at least, which would apply quantum algorithms to help optimize the stock, because like we humans, we eat different food, right? We have different likings, dislikings. In the end, we all survive, right? Unless you stop eating. So there is no one success formula how the security services center could be optimized. It's not one size fits all. It's again, we have invested a lot of time and effort in doing a lot of research. We are comparing our research with the third party research from Accenture, Deloitte, KPMG on similar questions, and we are looking for indicators, to find the indicators, success indicators, which would lead to optimizing security services operations. So we do have this, but it doesn't mean that exactly same indicators would work best in every single customer security operations center. Yeah.
Totally. Um, yeah, quantum technologies. So you mentioned that we are not yet 100%
Yes.
applied in cybersecurity. Um, Probably it's not exactly the good example, but I heard that or read that in China they just developed a first quantum uh, PC, not probably PC but computer, which can do calculation in 1 minute, where the fastest computer on world now existing, not quantum, would require billions of years. Is it that the difference between quantum technology and technology we have at the moment?
Yes, I mean, I'm very into quantum. I'm reading a lot of, research papers about quantum technology, where it is. So, to summarize hundreds of articles and research papers, it is estimated that it will take another 5 years until quantum computers will be released, will be, how to say, business optimized, business
Mm-hmm.
more easy to acquire, more easy to run, because they are still very prone to errors, and to get one quantum computer, you can do this. Currently they are being sold for $15 million,
Oh,
and there are many major players, like Microsoft, like IBM, and IBM Q Experience, you name it, Google, Amazon even offers cloud services. So there are different players emerging, and so yes, it will take a good 5 years until it's gonna become major streamlined to the business. Let's put this way. But for example, one of the quantum computing coding languages is Qiskit, right? And so using Qiskit, you can already program existing quantum computers. And of course, you need a certain amount of qubits to be able to run proper algorithms. But if you have about 100 qubits, you can start running pretty nice algorithms. So this is where I say we are not there yet, but we are collaborating with the right technical people to help us make this happen. As I say, I want to be amongst not amongst the first one in security operations related sphere to bring quantum into effect. And as I say, as you're rightly saying, instead of weeks, months, years, it would be matter of minutes. But there is another side of coin, of course. How much do you trust in what's delivered? So this needs to be verified still by the scientists.
Oh, that's very interesting angle. I didn't thought about, trustworthy of the outcome of such calculations. That's really interesting. That's fascinating how much thought. I mean, obviously you put a lot of thought because your your company is basically bringing quantum into cybersecurity.
Yeah.
And so many different things to consider when you're talking, because quantum this kind of technology, it's what on kind of hype right now. So all people, if you're saying like quantum that, we are really interested, but I don't think that many people understand what exactly it's
Yes, 100% what you're saying. It's hyper with a little bit mystery. So what is quantum? And so as I say, quantum will definitely help with operations side, making it very agile, very efficient. However, for us to deliver what we are delivering, the success recipes for security operations centers, we are doing this. But as I say, the next step of the fast growth would be definitely quantum. And talking about skills, why also quantum cybersecurity skills? Because you see, security operations center, it's no longer to have, just people going through thousands and thousands of alerts manually, right? The need today, and it will be even more dramatic need tomorrow, 1 year, 2 years from now, will be to reskill or upskill the teams in your security operations center. It will be exactly, writing algorithms. It will be optimizing machine learning. And to do this, you need, in most cases, you will need coding skills. So one of the observations is that some developers are joining security operations centers, from DevSecOps, joining security ops, and helping, you know, to optimize this technology. So again, with our services, we do help the organizations to focus also on the skills that will be needed for tomorrow, to be ready, you know, as I say, either to adapt existing technologies like machine learning or artificial intelligence, and when quantum is ready for the business, properly ready, I mean.
Yeah, I think machine learning and artificial intelligence is also gray area in people's understanding. I based what I'm saying just on myself at the moment, and people I know in business, because we all want to learn machine learning, use machine learning. We all want artificial intelligence, but do we know how to do it? I don't think so. So that's the importance of skills and understanding the technology coming from. So what exactly your customer persona? So is it the company which needed skills, or each just needs technology? Who's your customer?
Very good question. Fantastic question, Anna. Right. The right customer is a customer who has in-house security operations center. And we are not only focusing on security operations center. Our services align very well with the CERT, MSSP, which is managed security services providers. So whoever is focused on protecting either their own organization or their customers, a number of customers, from cybersecurity aspect. So the factors or indicators where you should consider to reach out to us would be, you know, reviewing the security operations center maturity. Do you provide the continuous training? Are you optimizing existing skills? Do you see your security operations talent, coming, going too often? Maybe you have very high turnover rates. Again, running with us, you can run assessments to evaluate the maturity of your security operations. Are you using all the, I would say, critical technology? Because sometimes organizations get carried away. As I say, they invest and invest and invest in technology, thinking it will deliver that silver bullet, but the silver bullet is not there and to be seen in the horizon, because there are many other things to be fine-tuned. But of course, technology is definitely helping to make to process repetitive work faster. So yeah, this would be our customer, as I say, looking, is there a high rotation? Are you optimizing all the skills? Do you collect the information why people are leaving? Is it due to salaries? Is it, as I say, they feel they are bored? Or is it because there is lack of work and life balance? Because in many security operations centers, like working in shifts. And imagine it's very close. Two different areas, but very close to being always in ER, emergency response, where everything is critical, where you need to triage everything, but of course from different angle, nothing to do with them, with the real hospitals and looking
Thanks
after
that. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So that and it doesn't matter how big the security operations center is. We have customers, from 2 people to, as they say, larger teams. So yes.
So in terms of connecting with customers, what channels do you use?
Okay, good question. So again, we don't have too many customers yet because we just started, but we already growing the customer base. A lot of references, to be honest. But of course, social media does help as well to promote the word, what we are doing, to put our brand, increase the brand awareness, and tell the others how to say, increase the speed to market, right? By saying what we are offering. So yes,
Okay.
different medias. We also run SOC superposition interviews. We build our own global community of security leaders and quantum experts, where they share fresh ideas how to optimize security operations centers. We also have our own website, but as I say, social media is helping a lot. Twitter, LinkedIn, but references, private references, this is the goal.
Yeah, what as you know, not we are a social media management company for B2B companies like yours, and I sometimes, for me, it's enough just have just to look companies. So because I saw so many, so it's how for you probably when you come to the company, you have this cybersecurity department, and you can easily identify the problems probably what company could have with the cybersecurity, just because you saw so many and you understand the problems very well. Yeah, so that happened to me. And now when I talk to people, I easily can see the potential for improvements. So I can imagine it could be very difficult for you to explain why people should come to you and why, let's say, they need this right now. So it's about the urgency of the matter, why they need to bring the skills at the moment. And I think it requires a lot of efforts to explain it to companies. What I noticed from like my point of view, it's about how give customer understanding that it's not something they potentially should be doing. It's something they necessarily, mandatory have to be doing to be able operating in a good way. So I totally understand what you're going through in terms of customer acquisition situation. Have you noticed that during the COVID, it's more difficult to network, to communicate with people, to kind of communicate what your company is doing, to give just word out about skills you have?
Fantastic questions, as I say, Anna. I love them. Very good. COVID definitely changed quite a bit. There is no denial, but not everything is negative. I have to say there are many positives that COVID brought. First of all, it helped to accelerate digital transformation in many organizations to support remote workers, and again, be it accountancy employees, or be it security operations team or developers, while still maintaining and looking at, are we not compromising our security here? Are we not closing one eye or even two eyes, and making our organization more vulnerable by speeding up this digital transformation, which was critical for the organizations to survive. So another element that I'm seeing, I think it depends on each organization. I'm observing some organizations might be slowing down, but they have very clear targets. They know where they're going, and they are going to achieve them. Other organizations I'm observing, they are putting the foot on the brake, like, hey, let's watch out where the economy is gonna go. Let's watch out how our business is gonna pick up with the orders and so on. I also observe new wave of large organizations accelerating the need or showing the interest to work with startups. There is more. I think it's the right time to create something new, to work together, to build the relationships. So for me personally, COVID has brought a new change, as in I went ahead and finally formed the company I was dreaming of for a good couple of years. And as I say, it's all this, shake up of the system is definitely bringing new opportunities, but it also drives, entrepreneurs like myself to think differently. definitely be very proactive, reaching out to the partners, and building the right relationships that will mature and help accelerate the business in the coming years. So it's wearing masks is not so nice. Being limited with where to socialize, with whom, how much is not nice, but there is definitely a lot of positives. Yeah.
Definitely, I agree with you. I see the same changes in our customer lives. So in the beginning, we were quite B2B, B2C company. I mean, we were focusing on both B2B and B2C companies, and in terms of marketing, what like our services. So we were providing for both categories, and a lot of B2C companies were like pushed to understand the meaning of digital marketing, the meaning of importance being out there, because we just can't sell it anymore
Yeah.
on streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So it's no worries.
I hope it's not
It's
a
a
problem.
space to create something new, improvise, and definitely think of new angles. Yeah.
Totally. Um, in terms of new angles, so for you and for your company, what I noticed as well, uh, what is critical is to show that you're an expert in cybersecurity and you're an expert in quantum technology. How do you do it? What tools do you use to give um, this expert image to their community?
Yeah. Very good question again. Well, let me think. How do I answer it? So, first of all, I have 10 years of experience in cybersecurity space.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've been uh, I've been involved in those 10 years talking to board level very often in very large organizations like 95, 160,000 employees, big brands everyone knows about, being from pharma or manufacturing or transportation industry or banking, And what I observed in those years is that actually the organizations, they ask for advice. They are asking very often, what are the others doing? What are the other organizations of similar size like us? What
Mm-hmm.
approach are they taking? And again, cybersecurity doesn't need to be looked like a cost. It needs to be, there has to be still mind, I would say, conversion.
Mm-hmm.
Cybersecurity is gonna help you to achieve business agility. If um, and the involvement from the board is necessary as well to help achieve this. But the point is, so we are bringing that advice, what others are doing, why they are more successful. We also invested a lot of time and effort, as I mentioned before. So we have surveyed about 50 global security operations centers to figure it out, what are the main pain points, and also what are the actual teams saying, how to rectify those pain points, having the voices from the ground. This is also very important. So my business partner has 15 years experience in security operations centers. So he started his career literally there and grew to manage a security operations center. And uh, we also, as I say, are running those SOC superposition interviews to constantly have the feedback from ground voices. What are the challenges? What are the potential resolution? Not resolution, but rectification to the challenges. So it's not just our expertise, expertise, but we are constantly, we have a flow of fresh ideas. And talking about the quantum side, we are working with the quantum engineers who are writing artificial intelligence, you know, recipes, let's put this way. So they are bringing their expertise. So it's working as a team. It's not like Emma is coming and saying, "Hey, and I know answers to all your."
Everything.
It's a big team, invisible team behind me who make this happen and bring the expertise to the organizations. And
Definitely.
again, it's not only just, you know, talking about optimizing, but very important, very critical is how do you measure, in what time you expect the change, how often you need to do things to bring that change potentially, you know. Um, of course nobody can guarantee there is gonna be a change, but if you like, similar analogy, you know, if you run every day, if you are determined to win Olympics, if you run every day for X hours, you know, you push yourself with the clock, did I make it better, did I improve it, you know, you do have a chance to win Olympics, right? But it's not like I'm gonna run today, tomorrow, then I'm gonna skip 1 month, you know, and I'm gonna do a little bit of exercise later on and then I expect to win. No, it's determination and it's consistency, but knowing what what actions and what metrics would lead to the bigger achievement, bigger picture. So that's important as well.
Definitely. It's very deep answer to, I think, would help other people to understand what does it mean to prove your expertise in the field. What does it mean to be an expert? So thank you so much, Emma, for this. So I'm going to move us to the second part of the interview. And I'm going to ask you questions, and please answer as short as possible, maybe one,
Okay.
2 words, maybe one sentence.
All right.
So they will be a bit personal. So
Okay.
feel free to pass on it if you don't feel like.
Okay.
So first question, how do you see yourself in 5 years?
CEO 20 plus team.
Yay, I like it. Are you considering to live in different countries? And if yes, which country do you see in your future?
Okay, good question. Ha! I don't want to, suggest any politics level here, but we know Brexit is coming, so let's observe the business environment in UK and what benefits or disadvantages will it bring. It's too many unknowns at the moment, you know, but watching politics very closely. So let's see how this is going to affect the business. But, there is nobody stopping to create branch offices in Germany or US, you know, where it will depend also where the customer base is going to be. But yeah, I'm definitely looking at the map thinking you said short answers.
Makes
Yeah,
sense. Another question. Do you have entrepreneurs in your family?
I do. I do. And my parents are a great inspiration for me, as well as very cool friends who became very successful entrepreneurs. So, and
So
they said, finally, you made it.
a little bit of statistics. So I have a lot of entrepreneurs. I talk to a lot of people who are entrepreneurs, and 90% of them are coming from entrepreneurial families. So
Fantastic.
myself, my parents entrepreneurs, my co-founder partner, parents entrepreneurs. So it's just how it is. I think it's
Fantastic.
how it affects you when you're a kid, what you see and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Okay, what does entrepreneurship mean to you?
Thick skin, thick crocodile skin, or whoever has the most thickest skin on the planet. They are being entrepreneurs like seasons. You'll go through winter, spring, summer, and autumn. It could be
One
all
day.
those seasons in one day. Yeah.
I like
So
it.
thick skin, just focus onto the main purpose and keep going and know what you're doing.
Yeah, I like your metaphor about seasons. Um, I'm gonna write it down.
Thank you. And thick skin, I meant, it's 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 just nature of life. It's not everything is your cup of tea or a need and so on. You just need to find the right customers who are in need of your services. You get a lot of praise, and some will say, why are you doing this, and so on. So having right market research, identifying there is a need, getting the feedback from customers, it does help. This is very motivating, but thick skin, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, and what is the most important in life?
For me, okay. Right balance between my personal life. I have two
Mhm.
beautiful daughters,
Oh,
and still enjoying the business kicks, the helping the business and achieving in business and being mother, leading by example, and where customers are helping and kids are growing, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they will be very independent, strongly opinionated women who can achieve, who can be
anything,
entrepreneurs as well.
everything.
This is what I'm aiming to achieve.
Well, they have very high chance to be entrepreneurs because they coming from entrepreneurial family. So
I hope so. Yeah.
here we go. Here we go. You're giving your daughters the best chance in terms of entrepreneurship.
I
That's
have to
great.
say I'm a bit delayed, entrepreneur. I was always measuring, assessing, reassessing. I don't jump when I have an idea. I try to kill the idea first, and if it withstands this pressure, then I commit to it. But yeah, I'm always like I'm not like, let's do this, and suddenly I'm jumping. Yeah.
Well, I, I think it's how it should be, to be honest. I don't, well, it's, there's no right path, let's say. I know different people who started business very differently. So you're not jumping, other people jumping. So
Yeah.
it's like, there is no right way.
Mm,
Each business are unique, is unique
yeah,
as a business. So
I agree.
totally get it. Emma, thank you so much for today's interview. It was complete my pleasure and very insightful in terms of cybersecurity and what is really important in terms of quantum technology expectation, what we should expect when we're talking about
Fantastic.
quantum
Well, thank you,
technology.
Anna, for having me. Oh, I'm sorry. There was, I think, a delay. But thank you, Hannah, so much. And you're doing great thing as well. And I'm very pleased you considered me. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.